All right, good morning and welcome. Let's get started. So, coming to your mat, let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Big inhale up. Exhale, just drop the arms and let go of anything that no longer serves you, you don't need. Let's do 2 more of those. Big inhale. Let it go. And last one. Good. Bring hands together, rub them. And holding them at heart center, close the eyes and take a moment to tune in, feeling the body. Feeling your breath as it goes in and out. Tuning internally, feeling your heartbeat if you can. And throughout this practice, paying attention to how each exercise, each movement, each posture makes you feel. Only going to that point of deliciousness, perhaps a little discomfort, but no pain, backing off if you do feel pain, and just honoring your body right where it is in this moment. No judgment, just noticing, just being present with you, yourself, your body. And in the quiet, in the silence, set your intention for today's practice, your sankalpa. And so it is, sealing that intent with the sound Om in an act of self-recollection. Nice deep inhale. Om. Gently, slowly opening the eyes. Rub the palms together. Shake it off. Take a little bit wider stance so you're about shoulder width stance. And let's just bounce a little bit. Shake, 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 and bounce. Just letting go of any tension in the body. Bounce it out. Get a big smile on your face. Warming up the body with this bouncing. Bring the hands, start to move them up, shaking, shaking, shaking. If that feels comfortable for you, shake out any tension, any frustration. Let it go. And bringing them back down, shaking and bouncing those shoulders up and down in the legs. Let it all go. And let that come to a close and just feel that vibration throughout your body from the easy, gentle bouncing we just did. Perhaps you feel a little tingling or throbbing in your hands and fingertips. Good. All right, we're going to begin with some tapping. I'm going to move a little closer so we can see the tapping point. We're going to start with some tapping right on your cheekbones. And then tapping right on your chest bone, your sternum. Fair amount of pressure, but not anything painful. Good. And then tapping right under your collarbone. So take your hands about the width of your middle finger and your thumb. You're going to feel some little indentations right underneath there. And just tap, 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 tap. Now, if they're tender or sore, you might want to stay there and tap a little longer. You might want to also rub them and circle them. And then hopefully that tenderness will go away. Then underneath the armpits on the side of the body, tap, tap, tapping. Again, if there's some soreness, stay there a little longer, rub it out a little bit. Good. And then right at the rib cage, bottom of the rib cage, rubbing first and then tapping. These are neurolymphatic points. You can go all the way to the side here. Again, if there's a one point along there that feels a little tender, rub it out, massage it a little bit, and then tap some more. Good. All right, rub the palms again, shake them out. We're going to start with those X's across our body, hooking your hands on your shoulders, dragging your hand through that trapezius muscle at the top of your shoulder there, and then coming down to the hip. Good. X's across the body. Nice. And then we're going to do same side or unilateral, touching elbow to knee, just in case we're off. And then we're going to bring it into cross crawl across the body. Again, making that X, the X and the figure eight, really helpful for balancing the body, right and left hemispheres of the brain, right and left sides of the body. Good. Bring it down to the foot. Back to the knee. Even in the back. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Good. All right, shake that out. Bounce, 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 and shake it out a little bit more. Rub the palms together. And now we'll connect heaven and earth. So soft knees, deep inhale, hand goes up, gaze up, hand goes down, feel the stretch along the side body. Come back to center, hands at heart center. Take a breath. And opposite hand, left hand goes up, right hand goes down, connecting heaven and earth. Back to center, nice and slow, meditative. Inhale, opposite side, up, reach, and back to center, and reach. And we'll continue a few more of these in silence. Feel your body, feel your breath. Last one each side. Good. Pause for a moment in the center. Bring hands to your thighs. And we're going to forward fold. Slide your hands down your legs. Soften those knees. And just hang here. Shake out your head. Let's take 3 deep breaths, letting each breath out with a sigh. Oh. Each sigh releasing some tension in the muscles, letting you fold a little deeper. Then we're going to begin to trace a figure 8 laying on its side, an infinity symbol. We're going to trace it on the ground with both our hands and arms, our whole body shifting weight and swaying as we do this. Once you've got that figure 8 motion, start to rise, bringing the figure 8 up with you. Figure 8 in front of you at heart center level. Figure 8 all the way up to the sky. And then hands, back of hands touch, big inhale. And exhale, sweep the arms down. Feel the expanse of your aura. Good. Turn palms facing forward for a moment. Take a breath. And we're going to do that again. Rub the palms together. Shake them off. Place the hands on the thighs. Take a breath. And then start to fold forward. Exhaling as you fold forward. Hang. Taking 3 deep breaths here. Starting to trace that figure 8 on the earth, on the ground, tracing it, rising up slowly, gradually, continuing to trace that figure 8 in front of you, continuing to trace the figure 8 all the way up to the sky. And then backs of hands touch, big inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. And pause for a moment. Hands facing forward. Good. Now rub the palms together. Shake them off. We're going to do the Celtic weave. So palms at the thighs. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring hands on either side of the ears. Inhale. Exhale. Bring elbows to touch. Cross the arms and fold forward to a halfway lift, flat back. Arms extend out to the side. Inhale. Bring hands to either sides of the ears. Cross the elbows, touch the elbows, cross the arms, and fold all the way forward. Hands out to the sides. Hands on either side of the ears. Elbows touch. Hands cross. Come out. And then we're going to just cross the arms in front of us as we start to stand up. Again, figure 8s, X's. Good. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Beautiful. We're coming into Cook's hookup, so crossing right ankle over left. Bring the backs of the hands to touch, right hand over left. Clasp the hands and then wind them in. This is a modified eagle pose. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Release the hands and come into a hug. Give yourself a hug. And then massage down the arms. Shake it off. And let's switch the legs. The left leg over right. Backs of the hands face each other. Left hand over right. Clasp the hands. Wind it in. Give yourself a little hug here. And then inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, gazing down. Good. Come back to center. Release the hands. Give yourself a hug. Massage down the arms. across the feet and pause for a moment. Feel the body. Now, if you're seated, you can do this by just crossing one leg over and then crossing the hands, one hand on the ankle, one hand on the foot. So if you're seated, you can do it that way. All right. All right. Nice. Bringing the hands up, sweep them up, and then connect all the fingers. Maybe make a sound as you connect them. And then bring those connected fingers down. Thumbs are going to touch your forehead right between your eyebrows, your third eye point. So a little bit of pressure there against the third eye, pressure against the fingertips, all the fingertips pushing together. This is a yoga mudra. Hold here and breathe. Good. We're going to move into crown pull. So crooking your fingers, come back to that third eye point and just stroke the fingers with a bit of pressure, like you're dragging through the tissue across the temples. Take a breath. Let's do that 3 more times. Start in the midline, draw out. 2 more times. Now continue crown pull, means go all the way up to the hairline. Continue that movement and then across the top of the head, only coming out about 1 inch or so from the midline. Go down across the top of the head to the back of the head, crossing, drawing out. Come to the base of the skull, go along the base of the skull. Come to the neck, go along the neck until you get to the shoulders, and just hang on the shoulders for a moment. Good. Let's do that one more time. Crook the fingers, drag them across the forehead, and then up across to the hairline, over the crown, along the back, back of the neck, and hang on the shoulders. Take a breath. Beautiful. We're going to zip up from our pubic bone up to our chin. Lock it in, throw away the key. Stroke up, lock it in, throw away the key. One more time. Good. And then one hand, one fingertip right in the navel, in the belly button. Other hands coming to the third eye point. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Hooking ourselves up. Feeling your feet full and flat on the earth, connected to the earth energy, feeling grounded and centered. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Letting go of any tension. Drawing the energy from the earth up through the torso, connecting in with that line of light and energy right on the front of your spine, flowing up the torso and to the crown of your head. Feel that energy connecting above you, like you've got a sky hook hooked to the crown of your head, drawing you up to the heavens above. Feeling hooked to the earth and hooked to the heavens, like you're a conduit. One more breath here. And release that. Shake out those hands. Shake out those legs. Beautiful. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. Exhale. Come to heart center. Pause for a moment. That completes our Eden daily energy series. We're going to move into some Qi Gong healing sounds and some more warm-ups using some Qi Gong movements. We're going to start with the he sound for health. We'll do that 3 times. Sweep the arms up, inhale. And then just trace the energy down your body, soften those knees with the sound he. He. Inhale. He. Last one. Good. Bring hands to heart center. Next sound is for the heart, the ha sound. We're going to inhale. We're going to push the hands out to the side. Ha. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, draw them together. Face your body and exhale. Ha. Draw that energy back to your heart center. Hands come to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, push it out. Ha. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, draw them together. Face the body. Ha. Hands to heart center. Last one. Ha. Ha. Good. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to step back with our left foot. Our right foot is forward, and we're in a bow stance. We're going to bring our hips facing forward as well. And imagine you've got a small energy ball between your hands. We're going to roll this ball down our right leg. And this is going to stimulate the liver energy. So we're going to use the Qi Gong healing sound for the liver and gallbladder, which is the zh sound, like jump. Once you complete your rolling of that ball down your leg, you're going to hang out there to finish the sound. It will take longer for you to make the sound than to roll the ball down your leg. So just let the ball rest on your foot. And then we're going to complete a circle to bring the ball with our inhale back to this heart-centered place. So watch the first one. Inhale, make a big circle, come back to heart center. You can even sit into that back leg a little bit with this. This is going to get you a nice stretch on the right hamstring. Take a deep inhale. Begin. Inhale back up. Good. Good. Step back into an even shoulder width stance, and then step the right foot back, left foot forward. When you step the right foot back, the toes are pointed to the diagonal, both stance. Soften the knees, sit into that back leg. Again, you've got your little energy ball on your heart center. You're going to roll it down the left leg now. The left leg is going to compress stomach and spleen. And so we're going to use the healing sound for stomach and spleen, which is the voo sound, like violin. All right, nice deep inhale. Inhale up. Come back, sit into that back leg. Front leg is straight, giving you a nice stretch in the hamstrings on the left side. Inhale. Last one. Good. Step back into shoulder width stance. Hands come to heart center. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Good. Now we're going to tap with soft fists on our kidneys. Gentle. If you feel any pain, stop the tapping or lighten it up. And then with the backs of our hands, we're going to rub up and down, heating the area up. Tap again. The sound for kidneys is the whoo sound. And we're going to, using our ball, we're going to just forward fold to give a stretch to the kidneys. So deep inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Draw your belly button in, soften those knees. And the whoo sound as we fold forward. Whoo. Sweep the arms up. Big inhale. Hold that energy ball and forward fold. Whoo. Inhale up. Energy ball, fold forward. Good. Inhale up. Hands come back to heart center. Prayer pose. Beautiful. I'm going to invite you to take a little bit wider stance. And we're going to do a twisting motion. And we're going to do a twisting motion where we sit into our one side leg and the other foot comes up. We're going to tap lung points right here where the arm meets the torso at the armpit. And we're going to stretch our arm back, getting a nice stretch in the lungs and chest area. Okay. So we're going to switch hands, do this. Good. And we're just going to start swinging and tapping. As we do that, we're going to use the sound, the healing sound for the lungs, which is the zzz sound, like you're buzzing bee. All right, so we're going to just continue that. The sound, when you finish one round, you'll just begin another. And we'll just continue this movement for a few moments. Take a nice deep inhale. Beautiful. Big inhale. Sweep the arms up, hands back to heart center. Close the eyes, feel the body. Bring hands down by your sides. Feel your connection to the earth. Feel your connection to the heavens. Reach your hands long and hold here and breathe. Soften those knees. All breath in and out through the nose now. And now we'll do some of the Qi Gong tapping. So fingertips on the skull, just like little raindrops. Tap, tap, tap. Tap your forehead. Tap your temples. Pull hands, gently tap the cheeks. And then continue fingertips down the front of the throat. Bring the forehead forward and down the back of the neck. Soft fist on those trapezius muscles. Other side. And then hold hands on the chest. And we're going to tap down the inside of the arm, up the outside of the arm 3 times, starting with the left arm, down the inside, up the outside. Good. Come down, tap right on the wrist a little bit, all around the wrist. These are some good points for relieving pain in the upper body. Good. Come back across the chest and down the right side, inside of the arm, outside the arm, 3 times. And then come back down to the wrist and let's tap all around the wrist. Good. Back to the chest. We're going to tap around the abdomen in the direction of peristalsis. So up the right side, across the top, down the left. And then we're going to go down the outside of the leg, up the inside of the leg 3 times. And then down the back, over the glutes, down the backs of the legs, tap on the top of the foot, up the front of the legs. Over the glutes, tap the back of the leg, top of the feet, and then up the front of the leg. Good. And back to those kidneys, stimulating the kidneys a little bit more, a little more tapping there. And then close your eyes, rub your palms together. And if there's any place on your body that feels like it needs a little healing, just place your hands there. If you're not sure, then one hand over the navel, one hand over the forehead. This is a really good centering position, just like our hookup position we did earlier. Breathe. Now draw out anything that no longer serves you, doesn't need to be there, and shake it off. Shake, shake, shake. Let's bounce and shake. Good. Bounce and shake, bounce and shake, bounce and shake. And then inhale, we're going to end again with the he sound for healing 3 times. He. He. Beautiful. Bring hands together at heart center. Oh, take a moment to just thank yourself for moving through this exercise. A little moment of gratitude. Feel into the body, staying tuned in. Good. Now let's step a wider stance. And we're going to come into a goddess squat, a wide-legged goddess squat. Go ahead and bring hands out to the sides. Big inhale. Exhale, sweep the hands in. Inhale, draw them out. Open the heart, open the chest. Exhale, bring them together. Inhale out. Exhale together. One more. And sink down even deeper. Hold here. And once again, we're going to play with that figure 8 motion. So imagine you've got a pen hanging from a string on your sacrum, and you're going to draw a figure 8 on the earth below your body. Good. Shifting the weight side to side, make that infinity sign on the ground. Now, if you can remember, switch directions. Good. Excellent. Bring hands down to the thighs and let's dip one shoulder down. Deep inhale and exhale. Come back up and dip the other shoulder down. Inhale up and exhale, dip that right shoulder down. Coming back up and exhale, dip the left. Good. Now, rise up, straightening those legs. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back, draw the hands down, gaze upward. Feel the stretch in the front of your body, the front of your throat. And then slowly start to fold forward. Feet are parallel. You might want to widen them if you need to. Let your head drop towards the earth. Now lift the hands up off your sacrum as high as you comfortably can. Nice wide-legged forward fold, stretching the shoulders, stretching the chest, stretching the upper back. Feeling this in your quadriceps, in your hamstrings, in your adductors, your calves. Breathing nice and slow and deep. Bring the hands down to the earth. Soft fists right under your shoulders. Rise up, push up into a halfway lift, flat back. Feel the crown reach forward. Feel the tailbone reach back. Draw your belly button up and in. And then we're going to just come down into a tabletop all fours. So knees are right under the hips. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. We'll move through a few cat-cows. Inhaling, belly drops. Gazing upward. Exhale. Back rounds. Belly button pulls in. Move at your own pace. One more each direction. Good. Go ahead and widen the knees and touch the toes and sit back into child's pose. Sit bones towards the heels, forehead to the mat, arms extend forward above your head. Hands also resting on the mat, even forearms resting on the mat. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths. We're going to do a Kali breath here, so extending your tongue out as if you're kind of making a roar. Make a sound as you exhale. Big inhale. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Rising up, back to tabletop. Draw those knees back into alignment and step forward with the right foot. Let the left foot extend back. Let the pelvis drop forward and down, feeling that stretch in your iliopsoas muscle. Top of foot can be flat against the mat, or you can curl the toes, whatever feels more comfortable for you today in your body. And breathe. Start to sit back. Keep your chest against your thigh. Go ahead and bring your toes up towards the sky, coming into a half split. Bring your hand around your foot if you can reach that far. Keep that knee slightly bent so it's not locked, but you're feeling the stretch in the hamstrings. And if you want to draw your nose towards your knee, Release that, slide that foot back, and step forward with the left foot into a low lunge. Making sure your knee and your ankle have nice alignment, your knee's not far over your foot, which can cause some pressure on the knee. And let the pelvis drop down towards the mat, and then push the sacrum forward slightly so that you can really feel that iliopsoas get stretched to the front of the thigh and the groin area. If you need to accentuate the stretch, you might take your back toes and turn them out a little bit. That's going to deepen the stretch. If you need to lessen it, you might curl the toes slightly. Start to sit your sit bones back towards your heel, straightening that front leg into half splits, and then lift the foot up so the toes are pointed upward, holding at the foot, feeling the stretch. Keep that knee slightly bent, or maybe a lot bent, whatever your body needs, and draw your nose toward your knee. And releasing that, draw that foot back. Walk your knees back a little bit and come all the way down onto your belly. Hands are by your sides, your rib cage. Elbows are facing back towards your feet. You can keep your feet and toes touching, so you have a giant cobra tail, or if that feels like it's going to be too much stress on your back, you can widen your feet and legs, even as wide as your edges of your mat if you want. So find the place that feels best for you. Chin is resting on the mat. We're coming up into cobra pose. Inhale, lift up. You can have your hands off the earth for the first couple. And exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, rise up, lift, exhale, lower down. Next two, we'll engage our hands, helping us come up a little bit higher. Make sure those shoulders are drawn down. Hold here. And exhale down. Good. We'll do one more of these rolling cobras. Inhale up. We're warming up the low back. We've already done a lot of movement to warm up the low back. And exhale down. Good. This last one we'll hold. Hands are spread wide. Push into the palms. You might even tighten your quadriceps and gaze upward. And slowly lower down. Take a moment, pause, release the hands, let the palms face upward. You can turn the head to the side, resting your cheek on the mat. Bring chin back to center, roll the hands so they're underneath that groin area. Palms facing down, your hips resting on the backs of your hands, stimulating some nice acupressure points here. And we'll lift that left leg up and reach it back, half locust, and lower it down. Take a breath, And then reach that right leg back and up and lower down. Take a breath. Left side again. Lift and press back. And lower down. And now right side. Press and lift. And back down. Now either do another set of single leg lift, or if you feel like you'd like to do double leg lift, we're going to bring our forehead to the mat instead of our chin. We're going to press our hands into the mat and lift both legs up like a giant cobra tail. Hold here. And release back down. Take a breath. Once again, turn your cheek to the side. You can release the hands from under your groin and have the palms facing upward. Perfect. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. Nice. Inhale, draw the left leg up and in, hugging the knee towards your chest. Toes are both feet are pointed upward. Take a breath. Release that leg back to the earth. Bring the right leg up, hug it to your chest. Couple deep breaths. Make sure those toes are pointed upward. Release it back to the earth. Hug both knees into the chest. Great. It's a nice counter pose for the back strengthening exercises we just did to release any tension in the low back. And we'll go ahead and massage any tension out by rocking side to side. So rolling to the side, head turns to, and then come back to center and roll to the other side. And just continue that movement side to side, massaging the sacrum and the low back, the muscles on either side of the vertebra. Two more each direction. Good. And coming back to center, place your thighs, your hands on your thighs, and we'll start a slow bicycle movement. One leg comes in, then the other goes in. Keeping the legs kind of horizontal, not reaching up too high towards the sky. Now bring the hands clasped behind the neck, behind the head. And we're going to continue this movement, but we're going to bring opposite elbow to opposite knee as we do that movement. First, we're building some strength in our abdominal muscles. Now we're starting to engage our oblique muscles on the sides of the abdomen. Couple more. You've got this. Good. And release your head back down. Hug the knees in one more time. And then release them back to the mat. And let's pause for a moment, palms facing up. Take a breath. Good. Place the palms face down. And now we're just going to lift one leg at a time. So lift the left leg up somewhere between 70 and 90 degrees. And then lower it back down. Nice, slow, controlled movement. Inhale that right leg up. And exhale it back down. Two more times each side. Inhale, left leg comes up. Take a breath. and lower back down. Right side lifts up. Take a breath and lower back down. One more time each side. Lift that left leg and lower it down. Lift that right leg and lower it down. Good. Take a moment, pause. Now we're going to do a double leg lift. If it feels like you need a little extra support, you can make a diamond shape around your sacrum, palms facing the mat, backs of the hands resting your body underneath. And then we're going to lift both legs up to the sky, 90 degrees, and exhale down. Let's do 10 of these. Inhale up, or as many as you want. Exhale down. Pull the small of your back towards the earth as you lift and lower. That's 3, 4, 5. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold here. Let's point and flex the toes, circle the ankles. And if you need to give some support to the backs of your legs to hold them up here, let's just let everything drain. Take 3 deep cleansing breaths. Oh. 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 Good. Bend those knees, hug them in. And then we're going to place the flat of the feet onto the mat. We're going to come into our bridge pose. So you're either holding your hands around your heels or your ankles, or they're just flat on the mat, wherever feels comfortable for you. We're going to slowly lift the pelvis up and lower it down. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Good. Going into bridge pose. Good. Last one. Hold it here. Stay here. Weight is on the shoulder blades, not on the neck. Good. You can stay right in this position, or if you want to clasp your hands under the sacrum and walk your shoulders in a little bit more, that may give you the ability to lift a little higher. Hold here and breathe. Release the hands if you had them clasped. Walk those shoulders out. And then we're going to lower vertebra by vertebra, rolling the spine down so that the sacrum and pelvis are the last to come down. And then hug those knees into the chest. Breathe. Good. Let's circle the knees around in the direction of peristalsis. Again, we're massaging the sacrum and the digestive organs at the same time. Beautiful. Place those feet back down on the mat, and we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. We're going to draw both the foot and the thigh towards us. We're going to use our left elbow against the left knee to create oppositional stretch here. Toes are going to point up towards the sky. Relax your head back. You want to feel the stretch in your hip, in your glutes, in your deep lateral rotators. Breathe and hold. Make any fine-tuning adjustments you need, maybe slight change the alignment. Slowly lower the foot back to the earth. Now cross that knee all the way over and let both knees fall to the right as you extend your left arm straight and look over your left shoulder, feeling that spinal twist and the hip stretch at the same time. Bring the knees back to center, uncross them, curl both knees in, hug them in, and then bring the feet back to the earth, cross the right ankle over the left knee, draw the foot and the thigh towards you, use that right elbow against the right knee to push it away at the same time you're pulling the leg towards you. Bring the toes of both feet to point upward or into a flexed position. Good. Hold here and breathe. If you need to make some little micro adjustments with the alignment to deepen that stretch, you're feeling it in your hip, in your glute, in your deep lateral rotators of the hip. Piriformis. Yeah, there you go. Breathe. Use the breath to help facilitate relaxation of the muscles. Bring your awareness to right where you feel the sensation of the stretch. Breathe into that place. Release the foot back to the earth. Cross that knee all the way over. Both knees fall to the left. Right arm extends out and you're gazing over your right shoulder into a spinal twist. Good. Breathe. Smile. Come back to center. Uncross the legs. Hug them in one more time. Nice and deep. And then release the feet out. Palms towards the sky. And wiggle your legs in and out a few times and then let the toes gently fall out. Taking 3 deep cleansing breaths. Melt into your mat. Letting it all go. Shavasana. As you feel the awareness on the whole body, noticing the effects of our movements, of our postures, of our breath on the physiology, just being aware. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, circle your ankles, circle your wrists. Rub your palms, rub the soles of your feet together. Hug those knees in and let's rock forward and back on the length of the spine this time. 2, 3, 4 times. Rock yourself up into a seated position. Sweep the arms up. Big inhale. Exhale down to heart center. Pause for a moment. Feel the body. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for moving through. It's so important. I thank you. Honoring your body, mind, spirit in this way is so precious. It's such a gift. And offering yourself gratitude. Taking a nice deep inhale, we'll close our practice as we began with the sound Om in an act of self-recollection. Om. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Have a fabulous rest of your day and a great week.